my music, but like I got some.
You take the reins.
Let me take this. Grab life by the reins. Isn't that a what brand is that?
What?
I really hope that came through because I need people to really hear what you. Was it you seen that video where the guy was like, grab his dick, and he goes, yeah, grab his dick, twist his dick, and he's like, oh, dick twist. Like, and the dude was like, wait, it was funny for a second. Now I'm concerned.
The whole dick twist.
The old dick twist.
That is nasty.
Wow. You are one today. Wow. The old dick twist, did you say? The twisty. That's not the two-hand, what you call it? Never mind. That's not the one you want. That double gog 3000 with the twisty, with the hot twist pepper grinder. Welcome to the
I'm your boy JASHAR.
We are one today.
Miss your tones.
Miss your
tones.
Miss your tones.
You gotta spit it.
We miss your tones.
Tones.
The tones. This is suggestion box. You already know what it is. We be talking about stuff. Today. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I saw SupaCell.
You saw SupaCell?
I finished it. Well, what's out? Those 6 episodes or whatever.
It?
Yeah.
I didn't think you was gonna watch it.
There's like 3 things that I felt about this show.
Treats for me today.
Yeah. So it might be a nerdy episode. So fair warning. But there's 3 things about this
why you watch it.
that I either liked or didn't like, but like there are 3 big points. 1, I liked the show overall. I'll say that. I liked it overall. I liked the conflict. I liked it's a different take on superhero stuff. It was like cool. I like it. The concept of it. That's number 2. That's number 2.
I was like, oh shit!
I can't, bro, because when that British stuff was taking me out sometimes, like it was making it not serious for me. Like when they was like gang warring, and they was like, "What's up? What's up, blood? Say something. Say."
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't feel that serious until old dude got.
Yeah, then they got guns, and then they're like, "Wait a minute."
He stabbed this dude in the gut.
No,
he just went back in time or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Yeah. So that British stuff was throwing me off.
You watch it with the closed caption?
I needed to sometimes.
I did.
Yeah.
I was like, what did he say?
What? And then they, especially when the like them hood niggas was like in there and go block Schmidt, come out Schmidt, and that one dude I couldn't understand the thing he was saying, and he was talking slow. He's like, you gonna know fuck peas, not fuck peas, and he was like, all right.
Okay.
It also there's the one thing that there are 2 things that I didn't like. One,
there 3 things?
Maybe there's 3 things that I didn't like. So those are like the things that there's just points that I was making. I liked the concept of the sickle cell. I liked the conflict. I liked
the idea that only black people can get.
Yeah, that was hard.
That was pretty cool.
But that being said, also segues into what I didn't like about it. They were like, niggas can't have powers. They were like, this is why. Some parts I was like, this is why niggas can't have powers. You got one gangbanging, you got one girl that couldn't function because she had anxiety, and then you had another nigga robbing the ATMs and shit. And those are the heroes? That was a bad look for black people. Yeah. It's gonna get resolved, but like I was sitting there, I was like, they were just really perpetuating some bad stereotypes for a minute. They redeemed it, so I was like, all right, cool. But There were times I was like, man, niggas can't have powers for shit, or you gonna start
bro
robbing niggas.
That scene that I told you about?
Oh, and there was like, he was like, you're locked in here with me.
You surrounded.
Yeah.
He got surrounded.
That was hard.
And then he turned invisible.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, because then I was like, bro, because that made Knives so scary to me. I was like, that nigga's, I would have ran. The fact that they stood there and like, where'd he go? Nah, if I can't see you,
yeah,
and the knife went invisible too, that was also hard.
One dude,
I also want them to like use that more.
Yeah,
where like, because they used it when he was like, when they were like hiding the shit. They were like, oh, take these guns and shit. I got you. When he went invisible, I wanted to see that nigga pull up with people and be like, you know what I'm saying, make everybody invisible.
Ooh.
Because if you can make objects invisible, like why wouldn't you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, season 2 maybe.
That was one thing that
with the blicky,
but that was one thing I didn't like was like they were like, man, you can't let niggas have shit. Yeah. The other thing that I didn't like was
who wouldn't just fucking leave.
Man, dog,
support you.
That made me so mad. But I forgot about that too. Yeah. And she just kept getting in the way. Yeah. Why didn't you leave the first time?
Yeah.
And then was like, there ain't no way the car stalled. That was a nice car. That
was one of those absolute points.
Yeah. Oh, what do they call it? The canon events.
Yeah.
Man, there was like she knew it. She was like, I have to die. Yeah. That's what she thought. She's like,
why I'm here.
Why do you think I'm not leaving? You don't have to tag on. When she was like, I'm coming with you, I was like, she finna die.
Mm-hmm. Then he like turned back time.
Yeah.
Maybe he can. Wow.
Yeah, no. That Stray, that junk was wild. But that was something that I didn't like. That main nigga, so overpowered.
Yeah.
He's goated. And you over here still bitch made. He's like, wouldn't tell his girl what the fuck was going on. And they were like, this is such a hard conversation. No, it's not. Yeah. If you would have just said that shit from the beginning, maybe you would have saved her. Yeah. It's his fault.
Yeah.
But like, he's like, I can't tell her. You just tell. I'll be sitting there like, bro, tell her.
Did anybody tell him he couldn't tell her?
See, now that would have been different.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if his future self said, don't tell your girl.
Yeah. Or else, you know what I'm saying?
Or
that would have been different.
She's gonna die.
That's also the last thing I didn't like. I think that going into the future like thing and then seeing it and then coming back and being like, I gotta fix the future, that's kind of played out. Superhero stuff. That was like the only thing and I don't even want to say I didn't like it. It's just getting overplayed.
Sure.
You know.
But he did know that she was gonna die.
Yeah.
Which date and all that.
Yeah.
And she
tell her
to stay on.
Bro, the day up.
Wow, she would have been in the crib.
Bro, a meteor or some shit. What is it? Bro, something crazy would have happened. She's like, bro.
The fuck?
I actually would have liked that.
Yeah.
I think I would have liked that more. Because like that would have been a wild like plot twist where he's like, go home. I gotta save you because X, Y, and Z. Yeah. And he like say he like thought he saved her because something almost killed her.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, I did it. I saved her. Yeah. Then he goes home and like she's dead.
Yeah.
And then you're like, how? And then what would have been even better is if his future self still killed her, like came back and killed her. And then he'd be like, it has to happen. And then he'd be like, why? And then it's like but then it's kind of like into the Spider-Verse type shit. Yeah, you see how much better that would have been? Bro, I should be in the movies. I don't know. That shit would have been hard because I would have been like, hey, yo. Because then it would have been like, why did he want to get the team together? But that would have been like the whole thing of like, why did future me want me to get this team together, but also wanted me to kill my girl? And then it's like, because it had to happen. Or else you're going to be bitch made. Essentially, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to have the drive to want to fix shit if she's still here.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of how he was.
He was.
He was like, I mean, you're still here, so like.
We all right.
Yeah. You know but like, he needed that drive.
But I'm glad you saw it. You finally got to see that when he pulled the shirt up.
Yeah, bro. And they just like, man, and then it was funny because when you and I were talking about it, and then you're like, and then they brought guns in, and then you're like, oh, now shit's real. Niggas really reacting. They're like, oh, what's up, blood? Like, what's up? And then slashing these knives, I was like, this shit ain't serious. And then them niggas pulled up, boom, boom, boom. I was like, oh wait, they got straps on. Them niggas real. And they was all the OGs. They was all like, yeah, we about this.
That was wild.
No, that shit was sick. And they had good powers. I like the powers and the way they were distributed.
Yeah, powers actually were pretty dope.
Yeah, but that was good. That one dude, I like that they all kind of had, well, except for the strong dude. I feel like everybody kind of had two powers. Like, I know that, like, the one dude could run fast and heal fast. Other chick was like telekinetic and can move shit, but like she also she could fly. But they like didn't get there yet. That one dude could stop time, go through time, and teleport. Why do you suck? What? No, none of your people should ever die.
Ever.
The fact that she did die, and the fact that after the first time she like almost died, wasn't like you gotta go and like just instant transmission her out of there, bro. Come on.
Yeah, they was all getting all tired and stuff. I use my powers.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
But I say it was pretty good. I'm trying to compare it to like Umbrella Academy.
So that new season came out. I haven't watched it yet. Have you watched it yet?
It came out already?
Yes.
Okay. I was asking one of my friends about it.
We should.
I was like, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, we should watch that soon then.
I was planning on watching it with my wife. Because
I gotta watch it with my girl. Damn.
Yeah, I gotta check it out. Because I was talking to my friend at work.
And
she was like,
who's your friend? Is this the one that you're cheating on me with? Is this the one that you're spending all your time with at work? Is why you want to text me with that weird energy at work?
What weird energy?
You know what I'm talking about.
What did I do?
You only said, yeah, come through. You ain't get no exclamation points. You ain't get no.
Oh, no, they was working as hard today, bro.
That's fair.
They was beating on it today.
Damn.
He pulled out the whips, bro.
He be making art with other niggas and not me.
I don't be making art with no other niggas. Except for that one nigga. Liz.
That's fair. That's our nigga.
I be making art.
We fucks with Liz.
But I was talking to her.
Shout out.
She was talking about how she was watching it, and I was like, "Is the new season out?" And she was like, "I don't know." I was like, "Did you see the part where they all got back to the house after going through some extra dimensional shit, and then they didn't have any power?" She was like, "Yeah." And she was like, and then they took the potions, and I was like, "Nigga, what? Potions? What are you talking about?" And she was like, "Ooh." All right. So you have seen the new season. She's like, "I don't know if I've seen the new season." Then she said something about something, and I was like, "I don't remember that." She's like, "Well, you didn't see the fourth season." I was like, "Was it the last season, the fourth season?"
I don't know. All I remember was they were in the hotel.
Yeah, they were in the hotel. The whole thing fell apart.
Yeah. And then it was like weird, like otherworldly, spacey stuff, which I gotta watch that episode again because
they walked outside. And like, the edge of the earth was there.
Yeah.
I was like, what is happening?
That was it. That was all. That was the last thing I remember.
That was a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, I think that was the last episode before, or the last season before this most recent.
Okay, cool.
So I think she was on.
Out now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, that's one.
I have to watch.
But yeah, I would agree that was very. I liked that as a superhero show more than an Umbrella Academy.
Me too.
Because I think that we both stopped to listen. What do you feel?
Go ahead.
No, you go first.
I feel like
you always go first. No, just like no. Go ahead.
I feel like SupaCell feels more like a superhero show.
Yeah.
Umbrella Academy is always like, some stuff happening. Just try and stop it.
Yeah.
But then they're always doing like criminal stuff.
Kinda.
You know what I'm saying?
And like they're too dysfunctional for me.
Yeah.
To be like a superhero show. Like SupaCell is like
hooking up and whatnot. Weird,
yeah,
dude.
and I think it's just like very. Yeah, I think that's all it is. It's just very weird.
Yeah,
it's just like
very weird.
Because it's not even like The Boys still feels like a superhero show, but just like from the other perspective.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like where it's like not from the superhero side. Damn, he gonna shit on The Boys again.
I ain't gonna do it again. That's already a short.
Yeah.
Look up the short. You find out what I said about The Boys.
Controversial take, but I liked SupaCell's use of their powers more than I liked, because like Umbrella Academy, I really liked Umbrella Academy the first, I think, like 2 seasons.
I didn't like the second season.
Maybe it was just the first season.
I liked the first season, and then I liked the last season. Last season, I was like,
yeah,
okay, they came back.
But because that first season went so hard, I think it was kind of like how you felt about The Boys, where you were like, controversial take. I think Umbrella Academy is a little overrated as a whole.
Damn.
Because I think people like
The Boys was overrated.
No, but like
I didn't say that.
You said, but you did say most of the time is boring.
I did say that.
Kind of how I feel about Umbrella Academy.
That's fair. I agree.
Because like they do a lot of holding out. They they do a lot of holding out for like the big thing until the end. Kind of like The Boys does, where they like it's a lot of build up and then you get to the end and you're like, all right, finally. But like I want to see a little bit like SupaCell had some stuff that happened, and it's only 6 episodes. Yeah. So I guess it's a little easier to do that. But it had stuff like throughout where I wasn't like lost. You know what I mean? There were times half the characters in Umbrella Academy just never used their powers. Yeah. Until like they had to. Yeah. You know, and it was like the last episode, so they had to. Yeah. But like, yeah, I don't know.
I'm kind of on the fence, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna see this last season, and it's the last season. So I feel like they have to pull out all the budget.
Did you see that show, Jupiter's Legacy?
I did.
Really?
Yeah, long time ago when it first came out.
Deep cut right there. I didn't think anybody. Yeah,
I did too, and it was shit. But it was only shit because Netflix fucked it up, which I found out later. Because at first I was like, first like 2 episodes actually, I think were like really good. Yeah. And I was like, damn.
Graphics look cold. Yeah. And like extra 4K. I was like, why does this look so clean? The suits was dope.
Yeah, and then it kind of just fell off at the end. Yeah. Because Netflix fucked it up. Damn, so the original creator had this idea and all this stuff of what he wanted and written out. And then Netflix just kept sticking their nose in stuff. And he left halfway in. And then Netflix was like, we could finish this. So I want that dude to come back out and make... Because that started that show really good. It was really dope. And then it just really fell off.
Wow, this is cool. With the costumes and stuff. I thought the costumes were really good. The powers was really dope. I was like, this is something I can get behind. Yeah. And it did get real trash. But then there was a part where I was getting real interested again. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Sorry. I burped in the mic and I don't know why it looked as if like
it caught some of it.
Yeah, or like I could pull it back. Be like, did you hear that? Yeah. My bad.
But yeah, like the part towards the end where they was going through they were going like on the trek or whatever. Mm-hmm. You know, in the ship. So they could, you know, show how they got their powers.
Yeah.
I was really interested.
Yeah.
And then they was like, that's it. And I was like,
and then they're like,
why you
no season 2
again at the end of it? And just
yeah.
But then when that happened, I was like,
yeah, no, I don't even care.
It is what it is.
Yeah. But that was a good little one-off.
It's hard trying to find good superhero shows.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If the big
2. You're about to say big 3. They're like, no,
I almost said big 3.
Like, yeah.
You know, niggas like Image is trying to get off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, it's the big
2. Yeah. And like, none of the CW shows do it for me anymore. No. I'm like real sick of the CW shows. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know if any of them are still going on. But like,
I think they might be in their last season of Superman.
Yeah, I hear stuff that like that's good.
I hear it's great.
I just don't.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
I don't want to do it.
I don't want to do it. And I've seen scenes, and I'm like, yo,
yeah.
This kind of hard.
And sometimes it seems like their budget is
enough.
Up. Yeah, because I know what it's on.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like it's like if it was like if they took that and gave that show like HBO Max show, or like if they because like they can
now that Max on Max. I think the last season is on Max.
But was it on TV first? Though? Yeah, does it have the Max budget? I don't know. Because even Max, quick side note. Did you ever watch the movie Watchmen? Yes. Did you ever watch the show Watchmen? Yeah. Watch that show.
Why?
It's a very slow burn.
Yeah?
That last episode is all worth it.
Yeah?
I promise you.
All right, man. Because I didn't watch it because I was like, it's not going to look like Zack Snyder's album.
Yeah, so you have to get past one thing. And I don't really want to ruin it.
Dr. Man?
Kind of. Yeah, just the way that nigga looks. He just look. But he still does a good job. Once you get past the visual, because like visually, you know that nigga's dick is but once you get past like the initial like this doesn't look like the movie Dr. Manhattan. Yeah. Once you get past that last episode gas. And you will very fast because you'll be like, what the fuck? But then you'll be like, oh my God. It was really good. That was actually one of the best TV show endings I've ever seen. But like comic book niggas was probably like, that's not how it could end because blah, 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 blah. I don't know. You'll see it. When you see it, you should see it. Because it took me a minute though. Like I had to space these episodes out because sometimes they were either like really good or like really heavy. Like they touched on some really heavy stuff. And I was like, I don't know if I can sit through this. Like I want to cry a little bit. Like it was intense. But like it is something that you really have to focus on because like everything is kind of important. And then there's parts where you're just kind of like, this is dumb. Why is this even in here? Then it makes sense. It's really good.
All right. I don't know, dude. Like I heard about the hype and I was like, I kind of want to check it out, but
yeah,
I was so sold off of Zack Snyder's vision.
Yes,
it looks so beautiful, so gorgeous.
I wish they would have kept Zack Snyder or been like, hey, we have this idea, but we want you to do it visually.
Oh my goodness. I wish we could take like a Zack Snyder visuals and line it up with like who's a great Russo brothers.
But they stuck on Marvel.
They are.
Yeah.
But to get those visuals with the way the Russos work, I like how the Russos work.
Yeah.
But it's like you can't do that shit with Marvel characters, man. Like you can't give the Snyder vision to Marvel characters.
Nah, because he has like a darker approach to it.
Yeah.
And like
unless we're talking like straight up like Celestials.
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay.
You know the controversial take I have? Controversial take. I think Marvel would have done better with a darker image and visual, and I think DC would have done better with a brighter image and visual.
I always wonder why it hasn't been that way.
Because Marvel, I think, has like darker themes, in my opinion. Every time I like read comic books and stuff, it's like kind of because they talk about like Tony Stark's an alcoholic.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like they have like really
alcoholic.
Yeah,
got Hank Pym whipping his ass.
Yeah, whooping
his wife's ass. Left and
whipping
right.
His ass, his wife. Yeah. Peter Parker's just an average kid getting shit wrecked all the time and just like having to not beat the shit out of people. Then he has like people die all the time, which they kind of have like touch on in the recent stuff, but like didn't have that feel.
It doesn't,
you know. And
I
like
felt it a little bit with Aunt May.
Like, yeah, that one hurt. Oh no! Then he almost killed.
She's
Dobbs.
so pretty.
Yeah,
not Aunt May.
This Aunt May fine.
Yeah.
You really felt that when he was like, nah, is she fine? Look, if it was old lady Aunt May from the first one,
I'd be like,
the Sam Raimi one, I would have been like, she was old.
Because that's how I was feeling. Like you remember when Green Goblin blew up the side of the building?
I was like, she's gonna die. Yeah, I was like, she's gonna die.
I was Peter gonna? And then she was in the hospital. I was like, really?
Yeah. I was like, if that explosion didn't kill her, like, old age is going. Someone's gonna take her out. Yeah,
that shit was wild.
But damn, but I always wondered because even like with DC, because they're so clean, I feel like a brighter look would have been cleaner. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you got Superman's already like
yeah.
And then you got Wonder Woman, she's also out there.
Yeah.
Only person that would be like dark, but like he's also like the way that Justice League, like the cartoon show, it was brighter. It was bright. Like,
it did have its dark moments, but for the most part, it was like
Batman was like the only contrast to that, where it was like that nigga's dark, but he wasn't like you could still have him be in like a brighter light.
Yeah,
you know, and like there's a lot
of. But that's how I used to see the comics too. Like you see people like shooting up in Marvel from time to time. I'd be like, what the fuck is happening?
Who is that? There is a whole hero that was like always on drugs.
Punisher's out here just
Punisher
slaying niggas.
Yeah, because his whole family got obliterated.
Yeah, I was like, yo, this is dark. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know what? I think I agree with you. Maybe they should have done things that way. The only way that I wouldn't feel that way is after playing like the Arkham games, and I was like, "Yo,
the darker visuals,
this hard, but like, damn, this creepy."
Yeah. Well, also controversial take. I think that the Dark Knight kind of ruined that for DC.
It's true.
Because they were like, the Dark Knight trilogy.
True.
Because people were like, "Ooh, Dark Batman?
Give us more of that."
What about Dark everything?
Yeah. And then you're like, you can't put Dark Batman next to Happy Superman. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Make Superman dark.
Which doesn't make sense. That's like Captain America murdering people. Well,
that nigga was shooting niggas in the first Captain America movie.
But in a bright light.
And was like,
but in a bright light. Yeah. He was like,
pull off the blinking. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
He got a whole pistol.
Yeah. He's a
Captain America. Well, you know what?
And you know he don't miss. So you know every shot you saw hit somebody.
Facts.
You're like,
Facts. Damn. But they never mentioned why he stopped using guns.
I think that would have been a really good point.
Yeah, because that's another thing. Because another thing that I haven't noticed in Marvel movies, outside of not having a secret identity, which kind of pisses me off. Because it's like, why wear the costume?
Yeah, and that's such a
knows who you are.
Big point in Civil War.
A big point in comics, period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Marvel was like, The whole Iron Man thing, I was like, all right, that's fine. That's fine, because, that's cool.
Man, for them to jump out off rip and be like, I'm Iron Man. I was like, this how y'all start?
That kind of shook me.
Yeah.
But then they was like, hey, everybody knows who you are. I watched the Falcon and the Winter Soldier show, and he's going up for a loan. He's like, hey, you're an Avenger. Like, why does he know that?
You're not wrong. Yeah, you're like,
and then on top of that, you not gonna help him and he an Avenger? What the fuck? Wow.
Yeah, there were some themes in there that I just kind of missed.
Yeah.
And then people were like, you didn't see that. We're just gonna bro past that.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I want them to bring secret identities back. I think that shit is very important. You know what I'm saying? Because that was huge in like the first trilogy of the Spider-Man movie. But it just kind of seemed like, hey, we're kind of playing a game.
Yeah.
Well, what if she knows my secret identity?
Yeah, and then she knew immediately, and you're like
what's the point?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Which, like, usually is like in Spider-Man themes is a big theme where, like, MJ doesn't know.
Yeah. Like Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
When she saw him lifting the thing, that was a huge moment. Because it's like, not only is Spider-Man saving me from this thing crushing me, but that's fucking Peter Parker's face. Yeah. Like, that shit was nuts.
Bro, even in the cartoons, whenever she found out, somehow her memory got wiped.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there were things like that would, like, obviously conveniently happen.
Yeah.
But, like, I kind of liked that.
Me too.
I liked when nobody knew anybody's secret identity.
It's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Shit could happen. Yeah. They got rid of it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I mean.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we're going to see what happens with the James Gunn shit. We're going to be talking about this shit for a while until the movie drops. I'm sorry.
Do you think, scale of 1 to 10, what do you think that movie will be?
I'm going to give it an 8.
I think it has to be at least an 8.
It has to be.
Or else nobody's fucking with DC.
100%.
And I don't think James Gunn is not going to deliver that.
And on top of that, I'm hyped for Andy Muschietti's Batman. Controversial take.
I thought you didn't like that.
Controversial take.
I thought you didn't like.
Huh?
Oh, you're talking about like Brave and the Bold?
Yeah.
That one?
Controversial take. I'm hyped for it.
Yeah.
Even though he did The Flash.
Wait, is it called Brave and the Bold or is it Batman?
I think it's Brave and Bold.
Brave and Bold. I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Solely off the name.
He did do Flash. However, like I said before, the Batman in that movie was cold.
Yeah. And I think that the only reason Flash was bad was because there was no future anymore. True. I think that the ending of Flash would have been completely different if I almost said Sam Raimi. Zack Snyder's. Because that was like the main reason that ending is what really because up until that point I was like, this movie's good. Wasn't great. There was like maybe one or two things leading up to where I was like, that's dumb. But like, because the only thing I didn't like was they didn't do traditional Flashpoint. I want to see a good traditional Flashpoint live where you got Thomas Wayne. You got the Shazam family. Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Yeah. I will never forgive you. Never forgive you. And then double fumble the bag because then you bring in Michael Keaton and you're like, oh yeah, maybe he'll save it. And then because the movie did so shit, you stopped production on Batman Beyond. Y'all are double.
Yeah, I feel like if it was thought through, if they had hired James Gunn earlier and they had already picked their new Batman, and then Flash walks out and he's like, who the fuck is that? And it's the new Batman from the James Gunn verse. I'd be like, yo, this is hard. Could have saved that movie.
What about, yeah. Because then you would have been like, oh, shit, yo, that would have been hard. He gets out the limo. Yeah, he gets out the limo and then you're like, who are you? And he goes, Bruce Wayne. And you're like, that's not a Bruce Wayne that we know. Yeah. I don't want to see George Clooney.
Right.
Nobody was hyped for that.
Brand new Bruce Wayne. So then, when the Batman movie came out, people would have been like, yo, we got to go watch the Flash movie again.
Yeah.
There's no reason to watch the Flash movie again. Outside of, hey, it's the first Flash movie.
That's like a movie I would put on if I was trying to clap some cheeks. Like, that's a movie because I'm not going to pay attention. I'm going to look for the scenes that I want to see. And then after... 2 years ago. Last year?
Was it last year?
Last year? Yeah. But like, there's no way I'm just gonna be like, I'm bored. Let me watch this movie.
Clap some cheeks.
You know what I'm talking. You know, back in the whole days, you was like, I'm gonna throw this on.
I'm gonna throw this.
We're not gonna watch it. We're not gonna watch it.
Yeah, I remember those days.
But like, nah, ain't no way that ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way. I don't think I'll ever watch that movie again just because I do know how it ends. You know what I mean?
Muschietти.
You just like saying that name. I don't think you're actually excited for nothing but that name.
I'm actually pretty hyped. Because if we could get a better story, but with that Batman action, because that's all I've been asking for since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Is Batman to move like the animated series. I don't feel like I'm asking for too much.
I don't think any of us.
I don't want to fucking Battinson 2. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want Joker 2. Controversial take. I don't want to see it. I saw the first one and I was like, this is great. This is amazing. This should be standalone. And they was like, we're going to do another one. I was like, I don't need to, like, it's a lot to watch the first movie.
Mhm.
Like, it's real heavy. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying?
And to do it again.
And to be like, hey, let's
And now
come
it's
back.
a musical.
That's like watching Precious twice. Like, let me see
this fat
Precious
chick get
and then
abused again.
Precious too. Like,
I
don't
Let me
wanna
see her
see
get
that.
abused again.
You know what I'm saying? It's a good movie, but Thank you for watching. We appreciate you. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell on that button so you know every time we about to drop.
If you liked what you saw, if you got your own opinions, you can form them in the comment section below, and we'll put it in the suggestion box.
The suggestion box.